No one investigates like News 4. More oil is transported from place to place by train, and there are many of those railways that run right through western New York. This map shows the web of tracks, many running close to residential neighborhoods. News 4 showed you at 5:30 and 6 the trains that carry the oil can cause a risk to people living nearby.
And Luke Moretti's been working on this investigation for some time now, and he's here with the latest tonight. Luke?
Yeah, Don, you know, when these train derailments happen, it's the emergency responders who are the first to arrive at the scene. And when it comes to a hazmat spill, they want the best information available.
Anytime we can get good information early in an event, it helps us to mitigate that event.
Buffalo Fire Commissioner Garnell Whitfield says right now, if first responders are called out to a train derailment involving a hazardous product, there would be immediate communication with the railroad. Plus, he says they look for placards on the sides of rail cars that indicate what's being carried. But is that enough? Federal investigators say in some cases, emergency responders did not get timely and accurate information. In fact, the NTSB has been urging the government to require that railroads provide accurate, real-time information.
Not until we see the placard, not until we look up, what that chemical is, not until we or communicate directly with that rail car company, we don't know what's coming through. We have no way of knowing that.
One of the biggest rail-based freight operators serving North America is CSX. When asked about the movement of flammable materials by rail through western New York, CSX issued a statement saying the railroad does not publicly discuss information regarding hazardous material shipments, but does work closely with emergency response agencies to provide information on request. Erie County Emergency Management Commissioner Daniel Nevereth says receiving real-time information would be a plus, but he's concerned about who would have access to it.
Pushing information is one thing, but do you really want everybody within your organization knowing information about some type of hazardous material or some type of explosive that's going to be going through?
Probably not, but it could make a difference to the men and women on the front lines of hazmat response.
The more information we have, the sooner in the process, the safer it is for everybody.
And safer is better, especially for people like Jeff Gaud, who reside in the shadow of flammable cargo rolling down the rail.
Anything to make it safer. I mean, you're talking about people's lives at stake, really.
Recently, National Transportation Safety Board Chairman Deborah Hersman put it this way: the large-scale shipment of crude oil by rail simply didn't exist 10 years ago. Safety regulations need to catch up with this new reality, she says. And
what about the safety record of hazardous cargo?
Yeah, you know, according to the Association of American Railroads, hazmat accident rates are down about 91% since 1980 and 38% since 2000. But as we've seen recently, they do happen, and sometimes it could have a devastating impact.
And that's what you need to prepare for. You have more coming up on this.
Yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit tomorrow about what the state is doing to try and take assessment with state agencies, because a lot of that crude oil that we're talking about that's moving by rail goes all the way across the state. So Governor Cuomo has issued an executive order, and we're going to talk more about that tomorrow.
Great. Thank you, Lou.
Okay.